Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back.
Welcome back, and we are live. A little bit,
We are live. Well,
of a
live
late
recording
start
this.
today. Right, a little bit of a late start today. Sheldon was questing on Hogwarts Legacy for the
Yeah,
Nintendo
okay.
Switch.
First of all, it was not me who was late. It was you. And I did not complete the quest because I was waiting on you. And if I knew I had so much extra time,
We
I would
probably
have
would have
completed it
finished
and
it.
everything. But yeah, no, I'm very excited. I think a long time ago, in one of the earlier episodes, you talked about how it came out for the PS5, when you just got it and stuff. And I literally I haven't gamed in years. I really wanted to get a PS5 just to get this one game because I love the Harry Potter games. Like growing up, we had the Harry Potter game for your PS2 and stuff. And I always loved Harry Potter and everything. Like the whole magic and everything is something I always loved. Um, so yeah, but then at work, we get the presents twice a year. So I got one for a Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, and I got a Nintendo Switch. And then they were coming out with the Hogwarts Legacy for Nintendo Switch, so I was super super excited. It just came out November 14th, so I've been binge playing that while I haven't been working, and I'm obsessed. So good, it's so much fun. It's so much
It was really
fun.
well done. I wish they would have had Quidditch, but it was well done.
Yeah, some people they had I was reading online some people had issues with the fact that it there wasn't so many things going on in Hogwarts. You always had to go outside of it and stuff. And
Right,
yeah, there were a lot of things in Hogwarts, but I actually like the fact that there was a whole new world that I feel you didn't get to explore, even really
right.
understand. So I feel that's part of what it was. And also it takes place in the 1800s, so it's before Harry Potter and everything. And so I feel this is a way of building up a series of some kind that, I feel there was intention to it.
Right. There's probably going to be right. Hopefully, there's going to be a sequel. It did extremely well, I think,
Yeah, but it took 6 years to
numbers
create
wise.
it. So
Right.
imagine the sequel is going to take a long time to come out.
Right, right. If it's the same size, I mean, well, now that they have a base world, they could probably build off of something. It shouldn't take them as
You would
long.
think so. It's it's a whole literally when it comes to coding and everything, just because it looks the same and everything has to be redone. And they're
No,
gonna
for
have
sure.
to
I mean,
also.
Elden Ring took years. It won Game of the Year, and that was the biggest game I've ever played. I mean, it was massive. The amount of things going
Really?
on. It must have taken years to do. I mean, there's millions of. There's so many things. The map is huge. Just the map is the biggest open world map I think in any
Right?
game
It's
I've ever
so
seen.
overwhelming. It's where do I go first? And then everywhere you have to travel to, it's
Oh, you're
oh my
talking about? I'm
god.
talking about Elden Ring. Hogwarts
No, I
Legacy
know.
is. All
So
right.
that's what I'm saying is if that map is big, then
Right. Yeah.
Elden Ring must be insane.
Right. And there's no guide either, so you're kind of just
Oh, I hate that. No, I need a guide.
left to figure out what to do. Zero guide, zero. You don't know what to do. There's no. It doesn't tell you anything. There's no
Yeah, I
words
would
at the
just have a
top.
panic attack.
You're just kind of dropped in the most dangerous place and at level 0 and have to figure it out.
Yeah, but that's literally how we all grow up. We're
Right.
literally dropped into this world on level 0, and then we don't even
Hmm.
realize how crazy
And
and
you
big
just
it
have to
is.
figure it. And you
And
just
it
have to
just,
figure it out. Right.
yeah, we're all figuring it out. It's you think, you figure it out by the time you're an adult and everything, and it's no, pretty much spend your whole life trying to
Speaking
figure
of the
this stuff
world, I
out.
got featured today. I don't know if you saw in Lakewood in a Lakewood Alerts article. They posted my article.
Lakewood Alert? What kind of alert?
I don't know. There's a Lakewood Alerts WhatsApp status. I don't know how big it is. I assume it's relatively big
What,
here in
you're
Lakewood.
missing? Or an Amber Alert? What kind of, I don't
No,
understand what.
someone. It's called Lakewood Alerts. WhatsApp statuses are very big in the Orthodox Jewish world because they don't really use. A lot of these people don't use social
People
media.
use WhatsApp statuses?
There's businesses that are just WhatsApp statuses. It's a massive advertising machine.
I don't think I've ever used my WhatsApp status.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't.
very, very big in the Orthodox world.
Interesting.
Anyways, there was an article called Mailbag. I guess sometimes they post things that people send in. So there was an article that was sent in yesterday that was titled "Whoever's putting up the pictures of the hostages, please stop." I posted it. I sent it to the chat, and the I guess the main point she was trying to get across, this concerned teacher, was that we're all on the same page. We understand how terrible it is. We're doing what we can, but a majority of us here are Jewish. It doesn't do anything for us here, except for traumatize our kids. She's a teacher. Her kids don't need to be asking questions about, they're scared, they're confused. Some of them are already going to therapy. this, that, and the other, and the posters
Oh,
aren't
her
really
poor
serving
kids.
a right.
The people who are literally kidnapped in Gaza going through God knows what. Okay, but her kids.
Right. So
I
I
like.
sent wait. So I
I don't
sent
know
it.
how
So
you
I
live in that place. Like, shout out to Lakewood.
because something I said to my friend today is that the whatever the voice of Lakewood seems to be no longer represents by any means the majority of the people. It's
Really
changed a
though?
lot. Yeah, it has. It's changed a lot. The people here, if you meet a lot of the people here, it's
Mm.
not. Anyways, I sent in a response because they had a thing at the bottom. First of all, they said it doesn't reflect any of their own thoughts, but you know what? Don't even give such a stupid viewpoint even a platform. I mean, it's not
Could
like
you
we're discussing
imagine, like, if
opposing
one of the
political
parents
views.
like read that status or stuff?
I mean, and
Like,
it's not like we're discussing political views. Let's hear everyone's
these
different
are our
perspective. Let's
brothers
have
and
an open platform.
sisters.
This is right. We're talking about children, men, women, and children who are right now experiencing hell. So I just wrote. You could read the letter. I sent it to the group, but I basically said, I'm like, sorry. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was
sorry,
just
it's
looking
tough.
for.
sorry, it's hard. Sorry, it's traumatic for you.
Right? I love when people make like things all about themselves. Like every time somebody asks me how I'm doing, like all my friends in America, people who I haven't spoken to in years, people who I've worked with years ago when I worked for Bobby Brown, like are all reaching out to me, like asking how I'm doing. And honestly, like I feel like thank God, like, yeah, I've been running to bomb shelters like on the daily and like, things are crazy and stuff like that. But compared to everyone who has like family members and relatives who are kidnapped or murdered or anything like that, like I have it really easy. So like I feel like I don't even have what to complain about. So like for someone to like be so far removed in America where no one wants you there, look around you. And well, I guess they live in such a bubble, they don't know what's going on in the real world around them, only what's in their circle. And
Right.
it's like these are your brothers and sisters who are innocent people who weren't kidnapped in war, they were just kidnapped. And now we have this 4-day ceasefire thing, which I don't know why we agreed to this. 4 days of humanitarian aid, aka they could just be restocking on all their bombs. Thank you, Iran. And like and for what? So they could release 50 hostages, which yeah, that's nice that 50 out of over 250 are being released, but we're also giving them 150 prisoners who are also murderous terrorists. So
Right.
like what? And shout out to all the people who were talking about proportionism and all that bullshit. Like, is this proportionate? Is this proportionate? Well, we just gave them 150 terrorists for 50 innocent people who were just innocent and they're children and women. So talk to me about proportionalism. Like,
And I saw this woman on a news station. I forgot what it was.
and
She
fuck
was
you,
speaking to
BBC.
someone.
Like, all of them.
Right. And someone brought up how someone mentioned the disproportionality in numbers 50 hostages for 150 prisoners. It seems that the Israelis view Israeli lives as more valuable than Palestinian lives. And the guy was like, that is the most absurd thing you could have possibly said to me.
What? What is it? What is that? We're giving them 100. Is that your red alert?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. Also, we're in this 4-day ceasefire. Okay, great. Except for we're also getting a gazillion rockets, not from Hezbollah up in Lebanon. Shout out Lebanon. Thank you. They don't even have any money, but the Hezbollah is Iran backed as well. Shout out Iran yet again. It's psychotic, and I can't with the news. I used to love Susan Sarandon. Then I saw her whole escapade talk about the rising anti-Semitism. Now we know what Muslims have been going through all these years. Like, are you brain dead? Were you like hit by a car and then hit by another truck? Like,
It
what
seems
in the
so.
hell? Like, and I don't even know if that's a good enough excuse. Like, it's like it's demented. I feel like I'm living in a fever dream of some kind, and I'm like literally
Yeah.
waiting for someone to wake me up because I'm just like, is everybody like for lack of a better term, and like I'm sorry for the political incorrectness, is everyone retarded? Like literally, it's like I don't know what is going on. I don't like. I feel like I'm living in a dream, but like a
Yeah.
nightmare. And it's crazy. And like I keep saying, throughout this whole situation, everything, people are asking me like, would you come back to America? I still feel much safer than I do in America here, and I'm much happier to be here. And with everything I'm watching on the news, I would never want to move back to America again.
100%. I
All
feel
this
that. I
does
mean, I
is
live here,
reinforce
but
that for me.
I can't imagine why you'd want to move back.
No reason. I can. If not for like my nieces and nephews and friends, there's no reason why I would go visit. Like it's mind boggling. Tessa, please do not scratch me.
It's
Just
no
hold my
longer.
tabs up.
People are starting to realize it's no longer this perfect place that
But
we
clearly
once
not
thought
everyone's
was.
realizing,
You
even
know,
with the
that's
thing like
what
take down the hostage signs. You're
that's happened
clearly
to Jews throughout the
But
centuries.
that's
You know,
the thing.
we
And then we're
become
looked at
comfortable
like
somewhere.
we're all in power. Oh, I'm sorry. So should we literally have been persecuted throughout history, tried to have been destroyed throughout history, and yet we still somehow build ourselves up, even being such a small religion and nation and everything. Should we just like suffer and go through shit and then be like, woe is us, and play the victim card? Is that what's supposed to make things better? Is bad
We'd probably we'd probably be more successful had we just done that from the get go.
like it's mind boggling.
We'd be getting reparations. Wouldn't have
It's
to work.
mind
Wouldn't have to do
boggling.
anything.
And shout out to everyone because we're filming today on Thanksgiving, and it's such a great holiday because we always grew up being told lies about how it really, really was. And the fact that every American talking about the occupation over here up in Israel, it's like, really? Well, what about Christopher Columbus, who discovered America that was already occupied, literally befriended them, had a whole meal, and then they all massacred them and stole their land, and then that's America. And even today, even these days, even people who are still Native Americans, because those are the people who really lived here, we're still stealing their land because we want to pull oil and stuff. So we're still screwing them over up until modern times. So it's like, aha. So when it's convenient for you guys and you're all the way over there, it's fine. But up here in Israel, tiny little country, 49 Arab countries, one tiny Jewish state. And if we're so bad, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. Go to one of the 49 countries. Why don't they want them?
Because Palestine's been around for so many years.
You saw the thing on TikTok with now.
It's been around since the early 2000s. Since
Easily,
the 1900s.
Right? It's crazy. It's incredible. So with what was I just gonna say? Hold on, we were talking about Gaza. Blah 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 blah. I was just gonna say something and totally lost my train of thought.
Did you see the debate between Piers Morgan? Props for him having patience, but he had Shmuley Boteach and this Muslim guy on debating in the midst of what's going on. I just had a respect for Piers for being able to sit there quietly for 30 minutes while they yelled at each other. And
normally I don't like him, but there's been a couple of things where I do like him. Also, what's her name? Shout out to Megyn Kelly. Her also talking about the way everyone's dealing with this whole Israel situation. It's psychotic. I don't know how this is a political thing. I don't know.
Mom has also been. Mom made a point of telling me that Anderson Cooper has also been is also very good. I don't know. I don't know.
Good.
I watch CNN.
Good. Oh, good. You just freaked me out. I was like, not Anderson Cooper. He can't be one of the bad ones too. I would have just given up on all of humanity.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Done did a long time ago.
Right. So Mom said I don't really watch much of the news, but she said on CNN Anderson Cooper's good and Jake Tapper's also good.
Jake Tapper's always really good, but he's Jewish. But I've never watched so much Fox News throughout this whole war, like in my entire life. I freaking can't stand them. But in all honesty, I watch Fox Live Now Fox News.
Yeah.
So it's on YouTube, so it's a little different. You don't have as many condescending misogynist assholes or women who are probably held at gunpoint and being raped off camera, allegedly in my head. So but like they're reporting on it the most accurate. Ironically enough, Al Jazeera is reporting on it more accurately than CNN and BBC. So it's kind of funny in that sense.
Right. For years already, when I've come to visit mom and dad, are always watching Al Jazeera to get the most accurate news. Right.
And it's like, and with the Al Shifa hospital, there's literally terror tunnels. There's people who worked in the hospital who are now not in Palestine, who are talking about how, there are people who are freedom fighters, and there are terror tunnels, and it's like the world still wants to pretend like, no, that's not it.
Well, this is why I think they captured the head of the hospital, and he's being interrogated, because he obviously was probably aware of what was going on. They said that pathological evidence proved that Noah Marciano, who was killed, was killed there, so hostages were most likely brought there. The hospital that Israel allegedly hit with a bomb. Mind you,
The one we did not hit it with a bomb.
Keep yawning. I'm exhausted. Mind you, we didn't hit it with a
too.
bomb, right? Allegedly hit it with a bomb. It was a parking lot, and it wasn't even us. It was them.
It
Mind you,
was a
I'm pretty sure
cemetery.
they've already hit Barzilai Hospital like 3 times, and it hasn't been in the news once. But you don't
How
hear
many
about it.
times have you heard about any rockets coming to Tel Aviv, where I live? I've never watched the news, and they talked about the rockets coming into Israel.
Never seen it.
On the daily. No one's talking about that. But all the headlines, bombarding Gaza, this, that, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And also, did we forget about how this started? Like, did we all just, like, pretend like that none of that ever happened? Like, I don't understand the world. I don't understand the world. Good luck to everyone in America with your next election. It's going to be a freaking disaster, just like the last two. It is a downward spiral.
Yeah, I can't even imagine who would be it.
Like, once a power country, like, there's always been, like I've said this before, like the Roman Empire, the Greek Empire, like all these empires, the Egyptian Empire, like America's a power country, but who says that that's forever? And they're really losing their shit, and everybody is so connected now. Everyone's realizing it. And it's so, like, it's really just disastrous. When I first moved to Israel, all my Israeli friends are like, you moved here from America? You moved here from New York? Are you crazy? Blah, blah, blah. They all think, well, if you live in New York, you live either in Gossip Girl or in Sex and the City. They don't realize you're either massively wealthy and you're, like, elite, or you're literally struggling paycheck to paycheck. And now with everything that's been going on since I moved here, like, they're all like, okay, yeah, no, like, we get it now.
Right.
Like, it's crazy. Really disappointing, really sad. I hope it gets, like, America gets it together, but the priorities are just so screwed up.
I think we're definitely lost in the downward spiral over here. And like you said, it's who says it's forever? It's not. Everything comes and goes, and it's just a matter of time, I think. So, America has not been the superpower that it once was for a while already.
Exactly.
Which is unfortunate. We had a good run here. For some time.
I would say it's all good. Yeah.
Right.
There were good parts.
For some time.
It was
there
cute.
were good parts. You definitely should have gratitude, but time to move on.
Yeah. Thank you next, as Ariana Grande says.
What? What did she? What?
Thank you next. I know she has a song. Thank you next.
Oh
my God, that's my favorite though. Biden was talking about, like when old people, because Hillary Clinton did this as well when she was running. Like, she talked about carrying hot sauce in her purse, or like she'll say things in order to like be relatable, but they come off like that old person who try to be relatable. So Biden was giving a speech and then talked about how it's even harder to get tickets than getting tickets to the Renaissance tour, Beyonce's tour, or even the like Britney's tour. It's really hot over there down in Brazil. He meant Taylor Swift, and I don't even know if she's in Brazil. What? Like, I don't know. Like, you can't even give the guy cue cards. Trump just doesn't listen to script.
Or
no,
Swift down in Brazil.
Don't joke, because that's exactly how it went. Like, we all had that grandpa. Like, exactly.
What's
like,
inflation? You go home, a loaf of bread. It's $100. You don't have enough. You coming back? What are we doing? What do you have?
Oh my God. Or then you have Kamala.
He said that like it was one of those third grade math questions. Like Timmy had 6 apples. He went home and ate 3.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Who the fuck cares? Am I Timmy? I don't have no goddamn apples. Hate it. Fuck you, Timmy. Oh my God. No, I literally can't. Then you have Kamala Harris on the other hand. She's just so overly confident in the way she talks. That when she says things, she's so confident in her delivery, and she's like, damn, I'm profound.
What is AI? Right?
Right? Two letters.
AI.
Artificial intelligence.
Right.
Okay? So
it's
like
just
he's
where the
slow.
Intelligence is artificial.
Right. Like with him, you could just be like, oh, he's just an old man. He's like lost it. With her, it's just like, is something off there? Is it more, like, is this a call for help? Or like,
hers seems like a desperate attempt to try to come off as someone who knows what they're talking about. He is someone who has lost the ability to talk in general, and it's just slowly
Totally.
dwindling away.
Right. Trump couldn't stick to a script that he was given. Biden can't read or remember the script that he's given.
Right. Oh my goodness. He fell asleep in the middle in the Oval Office, and he was talking to that Israeli ambassador or something. He dozed off in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Cameras in there, photographers. He has his legs crossed.
Oh way! Nah.
Yeah,
oh my
sure.
God. Well, I mean, if when you're that old, you're probably really tired. But when you're president, you don't sleep. You're probably like really tired. He's probably like literally thriving on 2 hours of sleep and some Miralax.
It was when he met with it was Netanyahu. I think he suggested that he fell asleep when he was meeting with Naftali Bennett. But it's like, come on, Joe. Come on,
that's the thing
man.
Is I feel like you can't even dislike the guy. Like he's like that really cute old guy in the nursing home. They're like, oh, he's so cute. Like he's president. I don't like dislike him. He's just like he's very old.
Right. He needs to just be retired and taking care of his health.
Right.
That's what he should be doing.
What the hell's gonna happen with this next election? Like, and people are pouring so much money into Nikki Haley's campaign. Like, you know, she's great for Israel and everything like that. But like, reality is, she ain't getting in.
I just got one of those scam notifications that says the USPS package arrived at the warehouse but cannot be delivered due to incomplete address information. Please confirm your address in the link. And the link is
I get
USPS.
Those in Hebrew.
Yeah. Wait, this is USPS.
Oh, then that's legit.
USPS.com. Yeah.
Right? It's like mom one time emailed me something. Did you purchase this? No, that's a scam email, so don't click the link.
Right.
And I'm like, Mom, I thought you'd figure this stuff out. Like, seriously? Like,
were you not going to redeem this free $100 gift card from Amazon?
Seriously. All you had to do is complete a 2-minute survey. The link was a really weird Billy looking thing.
Like sometimes we'll get like mail, you know, it's a sign up for one of these insurance things or one of these financial things they try to get you on. It'll be like a fake check for like $35,000, or like you get the check and in the window of the check it'll just say like $35,000,
and then you open it.
You open it up and it's just some like Monopoly money that says like sign up now to new insurance and you could be worth
call a number. You go win a cruise.
Well, like don't get me hyped up like that. I got emailed once from an organization and in the subject line it says congratulations, you are the winner.
Of what?
It said congratulations. You are the winner. It was a raffle, like to win like $100,000, like one of those like organization raffles that we.
It was legit.
Yeah, it was.
That's what they made their subject.
And it said, "Congratulations, you are the winner." I clicked it, and it said, "Purchase a ticket for the chance to win." And I emailed them like, "You guys are using
that is so predatory, for lack of a better term.
Sales." It was. I emailed them like, "The heck, you guys trying to do?"
Oh my God, that's disgusting. Those bitches. I want my money.
Yeah, it's
remember those cereal box like sweepstakes? Like you could win a trip to this. You could go to Orlando, Florida, blah blah blah. Have you ever heard of someone actually winning?
No, for sure not, by the way.
Or like going to like never. Like the lottery, you can't even try to be private if you wanted to. They're all over you. This is on a lower scale, but like sometimes they're really big. I've never heard of anybody. And you would think that like if somebody won, it was a big deal. It's great marketing. I'm in marketing. Like you would advertise that. Like you could like this is so and so. Like when McDonald's, and that was a whole scam, but not on their end. It wasn't their fault. It was one of their workers. The whole $1 million like Monopoly game that they had running. But like the whole thing was like they would take pictures like, you know, so and so is from, you know, so and so Louisiana and blah blah blah. You could be our next winner. So it's like, oh my God, that person who's just like me, just a random old Joe. That can be me. None of these things ever used it. It's like, bitch. Like, where were those things? And I wish I was at Nickelodeon Studios before it was ever shut down. Like I feel like my childhood, I was robbed. So thank you, Mom. I always wanted to be in like Universal Studios, Florida, to go to like, you know, Nickelodeon, be found. And then
Knights
switched
of the
his
Hidden.
name.
What was that?
Legends
that
of the
old
Hidden Temple.
Legends
Oh my
of the
god,
Hidden
I
Temple.
always wanted to do that and put together the
Yeah.
Silver Monkey. Shout out Ruchli, because we were going to do that together,
Yeah,
except for you probably
100%.
beat the shit out of me before
I used
we
to
actually did it.
watch these kids like slacking off. Like I could easily do this.
Easily. I'd run them over if I was on one of their teams. It's like
100%.
it's like when you're teamed up with someone playing Taboo and they're like the worst person, or charades, and they don't even know the most like basic gestures. That you're like,
Yeah.
seriously, this is so obvious. Like, if I was teamed up with someone like that for the show, I'd be like, you're done. Like, you're done. I'd like put something in their drink. They die before filming. I'd be like, I don't know what happened.
I guess I'm just
That's
gonna have
weird.
to do it on my own.
Seriously, it's better
Yeah.
that way.
I used to watch. It was like Gas or something. Nickelodeon Gas.
Games and sports.
Is that what it stood for? I
Yeah.
don't know what Gas
Games
was.
and sports. Yeah, and that was also later on. And before then, also they had to figure it out with Summer Sanders. And her
Right.
brother was the Billy Sanders. He did Double Dare 2000.
Right.
Or he did Double Dare,
show.
and then Double Dare 2000, there was a new host. But yeah, oh my god,
Is that when they got slime dumped on them, or I'm thinking of just the Nickelodeon choice
almost
boards?
like every single thing on Nickelodeon in the 90s and early 2000s,
Was slime.
everything was slimed. Everything. So in Figure It Out, you got slimed. In Double Dare 2000, you got slimed. Every show you did, you got slimed. And at the awards, they would slime celebrities. So it's like, oh my god, they're all
Getting slimed.
Exactly. This
You're
is so
getting
crazy.
slimed. You're getting slimed. Everyone's
Right.
getting slimed.
Exactly.
It's like that
Oprah.
That Oprah episode.
Jinx. And then you realize, no, it was actually Dan Schneider, and he's just a sick, like, child predator and is imagining jizzing on everybody. So that's really what it is. So,
Dear Lord.
freak show.
And a happy Thanksgiving to all.
Literally.
Are you going to be?
Thank you.
Are you having a Thanksgiving meal tonight?
It's 9:48 at night as I'm filming this. Oh, and now Sarah's talking because I love
That's a
so
good
much. I'm not doing Thanksgiving this year for the reasons I mentioned in the beginning. I had no interest. I had friends who asked me to do stuff. I have no interest. I'm thankful. It has nothing to do with the holiday. I have no interest because of
Really?
like everything that's going on. What am I thankful for?
We're going to be having just a family meal with the in-laws. Just like
See,
a
that's
really
nice.
family meal.
So
Good
mom
food
came back from like she was staying by you. I thought she was leaving you today and coming back to us tomorrow.
Yeah, it's crazy that she's already back. Adasa took her to the airport last night, and then she called me this morning. She's already back home in Israel.
It's so crazy.
It's
so crazy. I have to go visit her. Not just to get my stuff that I ordered, but just to see her too, obviously. But yeah, no, I'm really excited.
Speaking of which, did I send her back with elf bars for you? I don't think I did.
You forgot? Oh my god, you bitch. Oh my god. And I even reminded you.
Oh, no. I know, when you called me, I was out. I wasn't with mom. I was at the bank.
No, you said, oh, perfect, I'm out. Like, so that was like...
And then it wasn't top of mind.
Ruin my life. Why don't ya?
Some might say I'm saving your life.
Some might be stupid.
Oh my goodness.
God. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'll just suffer in agony.
I wonder if
basic vapes.
I wonder if people still use still do like the Black Friday rush, like go out.
I was seeing something.
Stuff.
So like apparently it's gone down a lot. Why am I rushing out to Walmart to risk getting trampled to save $200 on TV when I could do the same thing on Amazon and not blink?
And then every year you hear everyone like, Black Friday sales aren't the best. You can get better sales other times of the year.
It's true.
It's always a scam.
It's like what? You'll save like you don't even. It's not like they're out of control deals that you're like oh my god.
No one needs anything. That's obviously
nothing. That's why I keep getting these emails. I won't even open them. Because I know once I open the email,
I think it makes sense. Like if you're
in.
saving up, let's say you're saving up, or you want to buy yourself like a really nice TV. So you're like, you're like a younger guy, you're a kid, or I'll save up for a year, and on Black Friday I'll try to get as nicest TV that I can at the best price that I can.
I guess
I hear that. That's exciting, but then you have tons of people who
I feel like you could. There's
Amazon's
so many other
worse. Because then
Amazon gives you deals in general, and they have Amazon Day and stuff.
Exactly. It's a game. It feels like it's Monopoly. You go on there, you're just buying items, and things are showing up at your house in fun packages with designs on them, and it's and the money is just in numbers on a screen, and then it's different numbers on a
When
screen.
I'm on Amazon, like, remember, like that kid, like it was Super Shop or something or whatever, where you run through a store and you just grab all the things you want.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel when I shop on Amazon, but I'm the one paying. I'm not on a show and I'm not winning anything, but it happens to be, though, talking about that show, when I was a kid, I used to watch that show, and sometimes these kids didn't make it out at the end because they were trying to put in so much. And all I would think watching the TV is, you guys are so stupid, because all I ever wanted as a child, but we didn't really have money back then. And, but I never felt like I lacked anything. To me, it just was not in reach. But all I ever wanted was like one of those like electric little Tex cars, like they had like the little like like they have like fancy ones. They look like Escalades or Hummers or stuff like that. But all I wanted was like one of those electronic cars that go like 3 miles an hour. They're like $500.
Oh, you could drive like the little kid ones. Kid in my block has an Escalade. It was like $400 or $500, like a G-Wagon.
Always wanted one of those. And all I was like, if I ever got on that show, all I would do is I would run right just to that car thing and put it in my thing, and that's all I want. I don't care about anything else in the story. That's all I want, because I know I'd make it out at the end, and that's all I ever wanted.
And so when you finally got to the age where you could buy it for yourself, and you sat down at 5'8" and were like, this isn't as fun as it would have been when I was 6.
So actually, it was before then. I was 9, and then our cousin Sarah Hartman, shout out Sarah Hartman, who's now a Kanowitz, I think her last name is. I never remember. She had a Barbie little text card that was like a Jeep. It was super cute, and she didn't even really use it. So I was literally 9 years old. And I would run to their house and like borrow this Jeep and go running around our neighborhood driving this little Jeep at 9 years old in this little girl's car. And people were still shocked. I came out of the closet. Go figure.
Having the time of your life, right?
Just living it up. Thinking
it's funny. 10. We were driving with someone. I picked someone up from the airport, and they asked Mom, like, "Oh, did Sheldon come in?" And I was like, "No, he came out when he was 17."
Exactly.
And then she was like, "No, I was asking about if he's coming to America." I was like, "I know." I was
right, seriously, right, exactly. Totally flew over your head.
Like
right, missed that one. Well done.
Yikes! Right. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the holiday season is always very weird. And what bothers me a lot about Amazon is that, especially here, we have same-day deliveries, which is great because a lot of times.
Okay, shut up! Stop showing off.
We'll get it overnight. We'll get it later that day. But it usually has to be like $25 or $35. So I'll need one thing, and it's like $22. Then I gotta go now find something else that I kind of need just to top off the price to $25 that I can get the
I'm done with you because I live in Israel, so like thank God now we have Amazon that ships here. Just a few years ago, we don't have anything of a day, a same day, a 2-day, a 5-day. You're lucky if you get it. Recently, I've been getting stuff. I mean, before the war, like it took like 7 days. Exactly. If it shows up, it's like, oh my God, like the Messiah's here. And for us, it's not free shipping unless you spend $45.
Right.
But if you spend $75, then you have to pay the tax here, which is 17.5% on whatever you're purchasing.
So it has to be between 45 and 75.
So yeah, right. You have that threshold where you have to like have a thing between 45 and 75. So you can do different orders, but you can't do small orders. So you have to like build it up. I put like lists in my phone, so exactly when I know I'm going to be able to hit that threshold and I'm going to go. So yeah, for me, it's all freaking math calculation and figuring out shit. For you, it's like, oh my God, I have to do this.
They just built like one mega, like a giga warehouse there.
I'd move inside. I'd move in.
Or just it would make things so much easier. Just have tons of products there.
When I lived in the city, and this was 7.5 years ago, it was like 1 hour delivery. If it was 2 hours or less, it was free, and if it was 1 hour, it was $7.99. And I ordered a TV last minute to my lift that was shipping to Israel, and it was cheaper than if it went to Best Buy or any other place around me. It was crazy. I don't know, like I mean, they say like a lot of
years ago we were hearing that drone deliveries were coming, and they tried them in a few places.
I just watched a thing on this. I think it was also on CNBC. You're on my algorithm. How did you not see it? It's really interesting, and it talks about it and everything. But I knew from the beginning it was going to be complications. All you have to factor in, aside from all the other factors, the most basic factor is apartments.
Right.
And that's the majority of the place. Like, unless you're having a designated zone of some kind where everyone's packages go, Like it doesn't make sense logistically. Also,
well, I imagine in the beginning, if it does eventually get put into suburban areas, it would probably keep it to single family homes at first or something like that.
yeah. Also, little kids, you shoot it with a BB gun, and you can knock it out of the sky.
Well, I would
Like-
hope it would withstand a shot from a BB gun, but yeah, stealing packages is probably going to be pretty easy to do.
Or just people who are shitheads just doing it, kind of like when the scooters were coming out. People were just like throwing the scooters around town or throwing them in the lake.
The difference also is that like if a drone has like a camera, like you could probably easily put a 360 camera on there for not a ton of money.
And then you have the
might
issue
be
of people
less inclined to steal because they'll
no, but then people are going to say my privacy. You're going to have those bitches.
You're allowed to film in public.
Right, but people are going to say, well, this drone delivery service, I don't want this to happen. It's going to be an invasion of privacy. I don't want to be filmed just so people are getting a package. I know America.
Right.
I know these bitches. That's what they're going to do. Until they want a package that's drone delivered.
Right.
Then the game changes. Like, too funny. Yeah, no, it's very interesting. You should totally watch it. It was either Insider or CNBC, and it was talking about the drone deliveries because we were promised this 10 years ago.
Right.
But but I saw recently also because my ALEXA was telling me something about like OpenAI and everyone's apparently supposedly jumping ship, which I don't understand why that's.
Well, I heard they reinstated the CEO after he was.
Right. What happened?
He was kicked out. He was voted off the board, and then Microsoft bought OpenAI, or they hired him, and then they.
They did that a long time ago. So like, what happened? I'm checking the news.
I don't know the full
now.
story. It's very strange. I don't really know.
Of course, all my things are coming out in Hebrew. I need.
He's Jewish though. Surprise, Sam Altman.
Oh, he was ousted. So this is new. That's weird, also, because he's the one who is like really pushing for like regulations and stuff on it.
Wait, here we go. Issues of AI oversight, November 2023. The
Han, several staff researchers wrote a thing. Oh, I have to turn off my ad blocker for a second. Hold on a second. That sounded Reuters. Yeah, several staff researchers wrote a letter. Why does it keep loading in? Okay, letter to the board of directors warning of a powerful artificial intelligence discovery that they said could threaten humanity. Two people familiar with the matter told Reuters.
What?
More than 700 employees have threatened to quit and join backer Microsoft in solidarity with their fire leader. That sounds really weird.
With him.
Yeah, I know. That sounds really weird. Threaten humanity. Sounds really intense. Good luck, humanity.
I don't really fully understand it.
AI is the future.
He posted on Twitter with him. Very interesting. I don't really know. I don't really understand this whole thing. There's always, they turn drama out of everything. We're talking about technology, and people have too much time on their hands.
Today officially, I have one more week actually at the company that I'm working with currently. I'm starting a new job. I'm not going to say where yet because I don't want to jinx it, but I'm working in the AI field, so I'm very excited for that.
Let's go. Should be with much hatzlacha.
Yeah, hopefully these things don't threaten my humanity. Like these people are claiming.
But on that note, it's a little bit earlier than usual, but we do have to have a little bit of a shorter episode today so I can retrieve my children and enjoy a beautiful Thanksgiving dinner. Baruch Hashem, they are in school awaiting pickup. And then we have a very nice family dinner to have tonight with
that's nice.
Turkey. I do like stuffing, cornbread I love.
Oh my God, don't make me jealous. Just like, don't even. I literally haven't even eaten dinner yet. I'm just drinking wine. I have like some crackers and I made steak last night.
Well, that's something. You're definitely being a Yotzei. But for those who are celebrating, happy Thanksgiving, enjoy. For those who are just off of work, enjoy your day off of work. And for those who are not celebrating and are working, enjoy the rest of your regular day. And
all Americans who are against Israel, remember, you are occupying territory.
Right.
Rice
and
right. Rice too.
And God willing, we will catch everyone next week.
Bye.
Okay, everybody. Have a great weekend.